Obviously coming off a great weekend. I know we only played one game, but I think we got off to the start we wanted. There's certainly things that you're always, as a coach, looking at things you can improve on. I didn't think our discipline was great, so that's one area that we have to get better. We were pretty well control that game, and then we started taking some penalties. I don't know if they really ever got back in it, but we just kind of ruined our momentum a little bit. But at the end of the day, obviously as a staff and our group is happy about our first game.
Great. We'll take any questions. Again, please use the raise hand feature. We'll start with Bell.
Coach, this exhibition game is kind of your last matchup before you guys head to Michigan, who's arguably a greater opponent. So what are you kind of focusing on this weekend to make sure you're ready to go next?
I think just making sure we're playing the right way, playing the way we want to play, not getting away from our game. I think that's the biggest thing. Just dial in the details. We're trying to get better, every day in practice, and we're trying to get better every day, every time we play a game. So this is just another game. We don't want to take it as an exhibition game. We want to play it like we're going to play hockey.
Sorry, I forgot to raise my hand. Do you think any players who might not typically be in the lineup, like against Michigan, would be getting in the lineup this week since it's an exhibition?
Yes, well, you can play an unlimited roster, so we will dress all our players. Luke Tuck and Wilmer Skoog will probably not be in the lineup, but everyone else we should be able to use.
Mike, go ahead. Mike Moriali, go ahead.
Mike's on mute.
All right, well, we'll get that sorted out. Laura, go ahead.
Hi, Jay. I heard you and a lot of the other coaches and guys talking a lot about, playing the right way this season. What would you describe the right way being? Like, what does that actually look like on the ice?
That just means playing to our identity. Like, we want to be hard to play against. We want to make sure our details are really good in all three zones. Our players know what we expect, so it's more just about playing the way we want to play. In the defensive zone, be in the right spots. In the neutral zone, make sure we're playing fast, make sure we're doing things the right way. Offensive zone, make sure we're getting guys to the front of the net, make sure we're doing a good job on our forecheck. Just all the little things that over the course of a game make a difference, and that's the message to our group.
Mike, go ahead.
Yep, thanks, Kevin. Sorry about that. Hey, Pando, good to see you. Thanks for doing this. Jay, two defensemen I'm hoping you can assess for me. First, Case McCarthy. I know he took two penalties in the game recently, played a hard game for you. And then Lane Hudson. I mean, entering his draft year, there's a lot of talk about his size and will he be able to play in the NHL one day? Just those two defensemen, if you can just assess them for me.
Yeah, I think overall, Case McCarthy had a pretty good game. The penalties, we talked about it. He knew it. We can't take penalties like that moving forward. So, guys make mistakes. Obviously, it didn't cost us. But overall, he moved the puck really well. His transition was great. He defended really well. Did a great job on the penalty kill. And I think him and Lane, balance each other nicely. Case is a little bigger, a little more physical. Lane, undersized but really competitive. I don't think it matters his size. His hockey sense is off the charts. I think everyone saw that on Saturday night. He every time the puck's on his stick, there's a chance he's going to make a high-end play, and he made plenty of them that night. He's been excellent up until this point, and I expect that moving forward from him.
Rick, go ahead.
Coach, you've talked in the past about the team's buy-in to your vision of Terrier hockey, being fast, aggressive, hard on the puck. Does that include an emphasis on strong team defense and goal of limiting day opportunities?
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. Our defense, we play a layered zone defense, and we talk a lot about not letting any pucks into the slot. Like we'll give up the outside shot, and when they do have outside shots, we got to make sure our guys are doing the job in front of the net to clear guys out so Drew can see the puck. But it's definitely one of the things that we want to be really good at. We feel like if we defend really well, we can transition quick and get going the other way. So that's one of the main things we always talk about is our defensive zone coverage. And if we do that well, then we'll be able to play down the other end.
Got time for a couple more if anyone has anything.
Yeah, I'll jump in. Jay, you talked about not wanting to treat this like an exhibition game, but how hard is it to go back into that where you actually had an official game last week against Bentley? You got Michigan on the horizon, and now you got to, tell your players that you guys need to treat this like a game.
Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. Plus, we'll be dressing more guys than we typically dress, but I think guys want to show. I think we have a deep group, so I think guys are competitive, and there's guys fighting for spots in the lineup. So I think that's going to help us play the right way and do things the right way, because everything matters for us as a team. And I think our guys realize that. Yeah, I absolutely wish we were playing 2 regular season games at this point, but it's just how the schedule kind of shakes out. So it's our job as a coaching staff to try to have them ready, but it's also their jobs as players to understand that this matters for us.
Rick, go ahead.
After the freshman group's big points output last week, how do you bring them back to earth for more challenging games ahead, like Michigan?
Yeah, I think I like the fact that they get some confidence. I think that certainly helps them relax a little bit. But we're just making sure we're staying on them every day in practice to practice the right way every day. And it's about consistency, and these guys will figure that out. You have to be consistent every night. It's not just one night. It's every night. It's every day. And these guys have been consistent pretty much every day through the start of the season. We start practicing back in, I guess, early September, mid-September, and all the freshmen have been, doing the things the right way pretty much from day one. So I think that'll continue to happen. Are they going to have some growing pains over the course of the season? I'm sure they are, but right now they've been excellent.
And we'll close it out with Mike. Go ahead.
Hey Jay, just a quick one and a little off topic, and maybe a tough question for you here, but on October 30, the Devils are going to celebrate Ken Danico, 40 years with the Devils, obviously 20 with the team in general. I was wondering if you could share with me any stories about Dano and what he meant to the team, what he meant to the organization.
Yeah, he Kenny's the best. Like was an incredible teammate. He's really like the prototypical Devil. He was the first, basically there from the start. Just the way he was kind of the identity of the Devils, the way he competed, the way he played hard every single night. He cared so much about the team, and that's what kind of the Devils were always about. It wasn't about the name on the back, and Kenny embodied that more than anyone in that organization. He would do anything for his teammates. He would do anything for the team, and he won 3 Stanley Cups, and you can never take that away from him. So what an amazing guy, amazing teammate, and he deserves everything he's had.